Now, I didn't review Bad Girls Club last week. I did not review it last week because I didn't even see the episode until last night. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see last week's episode until last night, and I watched this week's episode this morning before I got ready for work. And I'm just now, like literally, just getting off of work, just got out of my work clothes, and I just decided to go on and do this video. So I get this one out the way, so I can go ahead and do my Black Ink Crew video. But let me just start off by saying Kiara has really turned me off. And it's judging by the third episode, the one that I didn't review. Okay, she has really turned me off with her. Like, she's really done the absolute most. She's nothing but a big bully. She wants everything to be her way. She wants everybody to follow her. And she does the fucking most. And I'm over it. I'm over her. I don't like bullies. It's just like how I started off liking Shar on Bad Girls Club 6. And she just became a person that I didn't even recognize no more. So when you start acting like that and doing the absolute most for no apparent reason, I don't fuck with you. No respect for you. Nothing for you. That's just how the fuck I feel. So with that being said, I'm over Kiera. So that's when this week's episode comes on, and then Francesca just pretty much spoke up. You know what I mean? Because somebody got to. All these girls going back and forth, and bitches being mad because one bitch friends with another bitch, and this, you supposed to be my bitch and all of this stuff, and that I don't like her, so why would you fuck with her? In my world and in my life, I don't give a damn if my friend don't fuck with somebody. If I like them and they ain't did nothing to me, then I can fuck with whoever the fuck I please. Like, this ain't high school. Like, I don't dislike a person just because my friend do. Now, there is some sort of boundaries that I do set with that said person. Now, if my best friend don't like you, I still fuck with you. I'll speak to you. Whenever I see you, we can hold a casual conversation. But I'm not going to call you on the phone or text your phone or hang out with you or nothing like that. But we can still, we cool. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit up here and dislike you just because, you and my friend got a beef. That's you and my friend beef. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? So, and I'm just a likable person anyway. So, most people like me. So, I'm friends with, and then, there are some people who I'm friends with that don't necessarily like my friend. But that ain't got nothing to do with me. But there will be boundaries set in that particular situation. You don't like her, that's fine. But don't speak on her around me. If you're going to talk shit about her, you talk shit about her or him in your own time. Don't do it in my presence. And that's the end of discussion. So, it's a way to do shit. You ain't got to not fuck with nobody just because you friends with somebody. Like, that shit, I ain't never agreed with that. Like, even me, if I don't like somebody, then I don't expect you to dislike them just because I dislike them. That's my personal issue. It ain't got nothing to do with you. So why would you dislike them? I don't even want nobody to do that for me. So that's just how I feel. And when Fran just jumped in and she was like, well, Kiera, I don't think you should be mad with Kiana. So, you know what I'm saying? Kiara gets mad at Fran and tells her to shut the fuck up. But why does she need to shut the fuck up? Everybody else can speak their opinion and everybody else can say what the fuck they want to say. But when she says what the fuck she wants to say, it's a fucking problem. All because she's portrayed herself to not be the most boisterous person. It's pretty clear, and it's always been said to me growing up, the quiet motherfuckers are the ones you really need to watch out for. Just because the person is quiet don't mean they're going to remain that way. If they got something to say, then they have the right to say it. You were doing the most. You are doing way too much when it comes down to Kiana. And then on top of that, not only that, you did too much when Sayora's guest was over at the house. Like, you turning up on her for no motherfucking reason. Like, the girl invited the man over so she can have her a good time. Why you over here being pressed by her and creating drama with the damn girl? You know what I mean? Like, that was real fucked up. And then you running up on her and all of that stuff. Like, that shit is crazy to me. Like, girl, go somewhere and sit your $50 quick weed wearing ass down somewhere. Like, I hate bitches like that. Like, I really did like Kiara, but now I don't fuck with her because she's a fucking bully, and I can't rock with no bully. I can't rock with nobody that needs somebody to follow them. Like, I just can't do that. That shit irks me. I hate a bully. I hate a follower too. Then, when Kiera pops off on Sayora, they sent her to a hotel. Kiana was crying because she don't want Kiera to go home. Now, even though Kiera been treating Kiana like shit since she been hanging out with Sayora, she still got love for Kiera, even though Kiera ain't got no love for her. And I see myself in Kiana just a tad bit. You can have love for somebody who don't give a fuck about you. I know how that feels. But then that's when Seven decides to jump in, and she's like, "Well, you wanted this drama. You keep talking about the drama that she wanted in the past. This drama right here that's going on with Sayora and Kiera ain't got nothing for to do with her. She crying because she don't want the girl that she started off being friends with to go home. What the fuck that got to do with anything? Again, ain't nobody saying nothing to Seven for voicing her opinion on something that ain't got nothing to do with her. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. Don't like these bitches. So then, Kiana wakes up. She knew that she had like 2 or 3 Red Bulls in the refrigerator, but now she goes in the refrigerator and she notices that one is missing. So of course she goes around and she asks everybody, did anybody touch one of my energy drinks? I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. If you know that one of your bottles of energy drinks missing, then you have every fucking right to ask. If you knew how many you had. So she goes and asks everybody. Then everybody want to get mad with her because everybody want to pop off on Kiana because she asked a simple question. It was a simple question. Why are y'all so mad? Somebody drunk up one of her damn Red Bulls that she paid for with her own money. She knew how many she had in the refrigerator before she went to sleep that night. Why wouldn't she ask? If I went in the refrigerator that next morning and I saw that I had, say for instance, I had like 5 Red Bulls in there before I went to sleep. I wake up the next morning, ain't none but 3 up in there. You think I'm not gonna ask? Fuck how y'all feel. If y'all didn't drink it, then shut the fuck up. Like, that shit irked me. Y'all don't know how bad it irked me to see them like popping off for the simplest shit. Kiera popping off. Everybody else want to pop off. So then, you know what I'm saying? The Shayla, now, I don't fuck with her no more. Like, you see how all this shit turned around over the course of a week. I don't fuck with the Shayla either because she's also a fucking follower. So now she wants to fight Fran. What exactly did Fran do to you, DeShayla? All she ever did was become mad, and now y'all hoes mad because the bitch spoke their mind. You know what I mean? Like, now y'all bitches want to be mad because somebody got the balls enough to stand up to y'all hoes. Like, y'all thought this bitch was a pushover. Y'all thought this bitch was a wimp. And now that y'all see that she not, y'all can't take it. Okay, I understand now. Y'all just used to some weak ass bitches being on y'all team. That's understandable. I understand completely. But then she all on the phone talking about how she gonna whoop Fran ass and how she's a weak bitch and all of this shit. So the next thing you know, she goes in the closet with Fran. She confronts her and just spit in her face. And that's why Fran whooped her motherfucking ass. I was so happy to see Fran beat that bitch ass because that's one thing I can't stand for somebody to sit up there and underestimate their fucking opponent. You thought because Fran was nice to y'all bitches that she wasn't about that life. She whooped your ass quick. You spit in her face and you got your ass whooped. You talked all that shit on the phone to your mom about how you gonna whoop her ass and you didn't. Team Fran around this bitch. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Team fucking Fran. So then, Susan gets a phone call. And next thing you know, she hears that her sister's best friend passed away. So now she's all upset about it. And they were about to go out to the club. But Kiera was like, well, let's just go out. You need this. You don't need to sit in the house moping about it. Just, let's just go out and have a good time. So then, as after they go out and have a good time, a car argument erupts between Susan, Kiana, and Fran. And it's really crazy to me because Kiana is so big, but she cannot fight. That shit is crazy to me. Like, she cannot fight. And as time goes on, I don't really remember what actually happened, but I think that it was Susan and Kiana. Somebody was finna get the fight. And then Seven wound up snatching Kiana ass up. You know what I mean? So I I don't even remember that part, but it was funny as hell because as big as Kiana is, she keeps getting her ass beat. She's stay getting her ass beat. There's no coming back from her. She's just gonna keep getting her ass beat. So fake ass Shayla decides that she wants to apologize to Fran. Yeah, I bet you are gonna apologize because bitch you spit in her face. That's the most disgusting, degrading, disrespectful thing that you can ever do to a motherfucker. You can I kill a bitch for spitting in my face. I'll choke a bitch out for spitting in my motherfucking face. I would gnaw your ass for spitting up in my motherfucking face. That is the worst thing you can do to me, is to spit in my face. I'm so glad that nobody has never spat in my face. Thank God for that, and thank God that they got some sense. Because if you spit in my face, bruh, swear to God that old Scotty gonna come out. So when Kiana and Susan gets into an argument or something like that, I think Fran mentions her husband. Did her husband die? And that was kind of fucked up. Now, Fran, you didn't have to say shit about the girl husband dying or nothing like that. That was fucked up. That was something you didn't have to say. So that just pushed Susan over the edge. Like Susan picking up cone, she wanted to stab a bitch. So because of that, production steps in and they send Susan home before it gets out of hand. So was sent her to a hotel before it gets out of hand. So Susan comes back the next morning doing her makeup and all of that, and only to be told by the producers that she feels like it'll be best for her to go home. Her threats were way too much the night before, so she goes home. So now because she went home, Kiara like, I don't want to lose another bitch. You know what I mean? I don't want to lose nobody else. So with that being said, we all need to make peace. So they all decide to make peace. They ain't got to be buddy, but they all decide to be cordial due to the fact that Susan went home and now there's another girl in the house. Y'all, I'm not here for the Shayla. I'm not here for Seven. And I'm not here for Kiara. I'm not here for none of them three bitches, period. The only ones that I really like is Kiana. I like Fran. Don't really care for Sayora. The only two I really like is Kiana and Fran. But the Shayla, Seven, and Kiara, I don't like them three bitches. But with that being said, that was my review on episode 4 of this season. All my social media is at the bottom. Make sure you like, rate, comment, and fucking subscribe. And after you subscribe, tell one of your friends to subscribe and share the video anywhere. And I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.